Nah, God, nah. Listen, I've been trying not. I've been seriously trying not to talk about Puffy for the last few days. I mean, I'm getting tired. I'm getting tired of talking about it. I, I know at least some of y'all are tired of hearing about it. I done had people in my comments fake curse me out and all of that, but I think that's just because maybe they support what he do. You understand what I'm saying? Or what he's accused of. But I I'm sick of it, B. I had enough. I mean, like I've been had enough. Pause. But I'm tired of I done heard in the past few days. Like I've been I've been trying to go to not. I mean, cause it ain't no other. I know I talk about something else. Y'all don't want to see that. You know what I'm saying? So I try to. I'm going through my phone for content that I haven't. Old school throwback content that for all. This is literally the reason I captured this content was for this reason to give to y'all on YouTube. But some of this content in my phone is from before I was blogging. You understand? Years ago, before I had my YouTube monetized or any of that. You know what I mean? But just anything that I be trying to stay in the algorithm, but I don't want to talk about this every day, right? You know what I mean? But in the past couple of days, I done heard that J Lo canceled her tour, and it has something to do with. I mean, they alleging that it has something to do with the diddler. You know what I mean? They talking about the drug mule was an informant the whole time while he was working for Diddy. All of that, all I mean, I could have talked about all of that stuff. It was, I could have conjured up a convo about that, but I just didn't. I didn't. But now they talking about Puffy is connected to Chris Lighty. I mean, connected to the demise of Chris Lighty. Nah, B. Nah. I don't like it. That's first. That's first of all, and I think that's obvious. But my bad. What up, y'all? Welcome to the nation, Monster Nation. That is. I'm your host, Mr. Monster Man Rocco. I'm your tour guide. I'm the president. I'm the king around here. I'm the landlord. I'm the owner. I'm the janitor. I mops the damn floor. You understand what I'm saying? Got all that? Like, comment, leave a super thanks if you're trying to be a taxpaying citizen of the nation, because the best nation is donation. Hit the bell for notification. All of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Do all of the things that make a page pop. Back to what I was saying, B. I actually knew Chris Lighty, right? So this kind of, like a lot of the people in these, that are attached to these stories, you might it might be hard to believe, but I've never met none of these. Like I've been in Puffy's presence before. Can't even say we met, but we've been in the same. We've been this close to each other, in arm's length of each other, at least once at the tunnel. Um, but like a lot of these other names that are coming, that have been coming up, like I've never had the pleasure or the experience, or displeasure, or whatever, to meet any of these people. Like I've always been in my own bubble, pause, in my own circle. I rock with who I rock. Hey, pause, protesters, get your ass out of here. I gotta talk, right? So it's like, yeah, like I don't know, be like, this with I can usually, I could talk about all of this stuff usually and not, and not really have no emotional connection to the whole thing. But but seeing and hearing that he was somehow allegedly, excuse me, involved in, in Chris Lighty's demise, I kind of hit me right here. You understand what I'm saying? Salute to Mike Tyson, Brownsville, Brooklyn. I just wanted to show y'all the whole shirt and all that. You know what I'm saying? So y'all can see my quote nation. I just ain't just wearing a random red hat. That kind of thing means something to me. Anyway, if you wonder what that noise is, it's the roll up. But anyway, yeah, B. I know that I'm not gonna come up on here and say, pause, that me and Chris Lighty were best friends and like I knew him well and all of that. But there was a point where I was exploring the option or exploring the idea of being managed by Violator Records, by Violator Management. It was a management company and a record label, right? I was entertaining that idea. I was speaking with his brother Mike Lighty. I knew some of I knew the Lighties. I was cool with them. Actually, one of the Lighties, I believe it was Mike Lighty. That's the baby brother. He was the reason that I started participating in what y'all now call rapper weed. We didn't call it rapper weed back in, I don't know, 2020. I'm speaking that far ago. That far back. You know what I'm saying? Not 2020. I'm tripping. And excuse me, like in 2000, 2001 is what I'm really referring to. So yeah, that's how far back we took it. One of the my ex used to work at Violator Records, and one day Mike sent her home with some bud that was better than any bud I ever smoked ever in my whole life, and he just expressed to her, he was like, "Yo, tell Rock, smoke this by himself. Don't share it, and he doesn't have to smoke a Bob Marley." Bob Marley was what we call Bob Marley spliffs, what we used to call real fat spliffs. Pause. Right? So he informed my loved one that I didn't need one of those big old doofball spliffs. I could smoke this and be completely fine, just smoke it by myself. And I believe it was Maui. I believe the strain was Maui. And it was the first time I ever smoked, went to sleep, and woke up still high. Anyway, ADHD ramble. Like I said, I was cool with the bros, right? Wasn't tight with them, but I was cool with them. So, hearing Chris Lighty's name or reading his name in the headlines of one of these YouTube videos, salute to Tisa Tells, it kind of it kind of spent me for a loop. But I know that when I heard, to the point, when I heard that Chris Lighty did that to himself, I found it hard to believe, because that's the story. That was the story. The story was he did that to himself. You know what I'm saying? He offed himself. And although I had no idea, like I said, I wasn't cool or close enough with him to know all of the, the details about his money issues. It's been reported that, he had, he owed the IRS and he owed this or whatever. I wasn't privy to none of that, right? So with that being said, all I saw was Chris living his life, living a good life. You wanna go past? Go ahead. All I seen was Chris living his best life, being effective at what he do, being a motivator, an organizer, a boss, goddamn mogul, a boss. All I saw was him doing him. You know what I'm saying? To the best of his ability, right? And I don't think I've ever had the displeasure of seeing Chris angry or agitated. You know what I'm saying? He was always like I never even heard him raise his voice. He was always speaking calm, collected, and just mellow. You know what I mean? So I never, yeah, I never saw nothing else from him. So when I heard that he did that to himself, and all honestly, I didn't believe it. I mean, there was a part of me that said to myself or said out loud to whoever I was around, it was like, yo, you just never know. No matter how good people are doing, you never know how bad they actually doing underneath it all. But because I didn't know. I don't know. There's no way I could know. But I know a part of me, and I was vocal about it to the people around me. It said it didn't make it's a part of me said that this was suspicious. Didn't seem right. And then when I was listening to the people who were managed by him, the people who were close with him, a lot of them were saying the same thing. So I was like, okay, it wasn't just me bugging. You know what I'm saying? But so to hear this all these years later, like I said, like I was possibly almost managed by him. It was like 99, 2000. Excuse me. All these years later, well, how many years later did he pass away? I don't remember. But it was a lot of years. It was a substantial amount. What year did Chris Lighty pass away? Put it in the comments if you know what I'm saying, if you know. You know what I mean? Just so it's there for anybody reading, because I can't remember. And if you want to fact check, whatever. Put it in the you heard, right? But then years late, even years after that, hearing that Diddy could have been involved in the you heard, I don't like it. I mean, I ain't like it from the jump. You know what I mean? Like, as an ADHD nigga, our emotions be a little bit more intense than neurotypical people, so I hear. I don't know what neurotypical people's emotions feel like. I know mine be severe. So, when a lot of times when we lose people, I ain't even got to be that close to them. I be twisted behind it. You know what I'm saying? And somebody like Chris, who I did feel a connection to, he was always cool with me. You know what I'm saying? He always, he wanted, he did consider working with me. You know what I mean? Just didn't pan out at the time. That's another topic. Like that's another story. It didn't pan out, but wasn't no bad blood, no nothing. It was more like a wait thing. It was like a let's wait till I got. It's like wait till my next move and then I come to them because if it was '99, that mean Magnum Force came out in '98. It had already went cold by then. It was like it was like a what we got to push. You know what I'm saying? Give me something to push and we do some work. So that's what I was working on my solo album while still considering. So we was good. You know what I'm saying? And to hear that, it was kind of hurtful. But also to hear no more. Salute to the comedians to hear more. To hear that he that happened to him after my experiences with him, it just I just felt kind of crazy about it. And hearing today on all of these years later that it could have been that Diddy could have been attached to it is ridiculous. I mean, it's all alleged. It's my first time hearing about it. I haven't fact checked or corroborate, but so far since I've been watching, I usually I find certain people who blog that after a while they become trustworthy to me. So I'm still saying allegedly. I'm saying that I don't know, but y'all go check out Tisa Tell. She be dropping it. You understand what I'm saying? If you only thing is his name is Chris Lighty, not Lightly, Tisa. But she does her homework and all that. And say it ain't so. That's all I'm saying. Say it ain't so. Say I don't like it. That's crazy. Everybody and their mother, they make a new video every day. They talking about Diddy is done. It's over for Diddy. Diddy is still walking around, and people are still coming up with new facts, new accusations, new this, that, and the third. I don't know if he's any more done today than he was a week ago. Still remains to be seen. I do not believe in our system, but hey, what are you gonna do? Let's wait and see. Made it to the end of this video. Put 4 microphones in the comments. Um, yeah, yeah. They saying it had something to do with the fact that Diddy was messing with Kim Porter at a certain point, or he was about to mess with her. They was feeling each other. I don't remember specifically whether they actually started rocking with each other. And allegedly, you know what they say about all of the come down to any one of his chicks or whatever, the Kim Porter, the Cassie, whoever else. You know what they say. And with that, I'm out. Rock on. Rock on. Best nation is donation.